Alright, YouTube. In this video, all the wood you see me cut here was a tree that fell, I don't know, about 2 years ago. We had a storm come through and it blew it down. So, I went in the woods where it was and dragged it out. So, it was still on my property, but it's in a really thick wooded area. So anyway, I dragged it out so that I could actually film it. It's so many trees in there, it's really shady, you really can't see anything. So everything on the day that I filmed this started out pretty good, other than this this piece here. It's kind of light, so it rolls around on me. So I went and got some bigger pieces that I had already chopped off of it and used them to brace the back of it so that when I hit it wouldn't jump around on me, because it was moving every time and it was getting really annoying. So I just kept going. This piece really didn't give me too hard of a time. The tree's been dead for, well, it's been down for 2 years. I don't know why it fell. I don't know if it was just a storm or was it dying or what, I don't know. But yeah, got that piece off, moved the camera. Then I just keep pretty much going. I was able to cut this piece into 3. Where this tree fell, I wasn't able to drag the tree out whole. There was just too many trees in the way, too much stuff in the way. So I did cut it up with an axe into some more manageable pieces and then drug it out. And there you see me putting a log behind it again so that it doesn't move. Why I didn't put it in the notch like I did the other one, I have no clue. That was like the stupidest thing ever. But anyway, I guess. And see, then I put it on the other side. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, because it worked perfectly when I put it right behind in the other notch on the other side. Oh yeah, waste time. Go get another piece. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. Sometimes you watch these things back and you're just like, really? But anyway, that seemed to work okay. It's not rolling back on me. You can see some of the bark jumping off, and you can see how long it's been down, judging by that end, how dark it is. This was another piece of it. This was a piece that was closer to the ground. Now, if you notice in this video, I say bad vibrations. Wow, piece hit the camera. This log, I have no idea why this particular piece, it was really dense, really dense. And at first it was okay. Like here it was okay, but as time went on and on, for whatever reason, this piece of wood was just like sending these crazy vibrations up the handle, and it was just like, the more I went, the more my hands hurt and the more they were getting numb. So you'll just kind of see right here I'm doing fine, other than the axe getting stuck here and there. But other than that, this piece comes along okay until later on, and then you'll start seeing some variances. That was a nice one. But this wood was very hard. This one also was moving on me. It was this piece was very heavy. However, it was moving on me. The ground I was on is a little bit of a slope. I don't know if you can tell, but it's higher up by the camera, and back where I am it slopes off. So it was moving on me a little bit. And I don't know where I went, because I didn't come back with a piece of wood. I guess the rocking wasn't bothering me too much yet, but I do remember that at some point I get a piece of wood to brace this with. Might be now. Let's see. Nope. Keep going. But you see that wood's moving back on me now. It's moving like a couple of inches every time. Axe is biting ain't good though. Now I think this is where I go get the wood to put behind this, so that I have, yeah, there it is. Rolling it up now. I just went and got one of those pieces I had just cut off of the other piece and just kind of wedged it in behind it pretty good. I think I'm gonna go get one more for good measure. It's taking me so long. Oh, I guess there I am. Okay. Slow walking. Speed up. Much better. At least it's not backing up 2 inches every time I hit it. Still rocking a little bit. Like I said, on this particular notch, didn't notice a whole lot of pain on this one. And I want to report that I haven't, my hands are much better as far as blisters. When I first started this, I would have to tape my hands up to keep me from getting like really crazy blisters. But now, I hardly ever tape my hands. Every now and again, I get some pieces of wood that are just, you know, really hard or brutal. Now right there, that's where I felt the first one. It was like the more I got to the middle of this wood, the more it was hurting, but it still wasn't that bad because I haven't really slowed down right in there. I do end up finishing the back of this notch, and then I move down a bit to notch the other side, because I pretty much do like Tim over at Oxbow Farm does. Now I do this. Just go ahead and make all my notches on one side, flip it over and make all the notches on the other side. I find it works a little better that way. It's a little cleaner, and then when you get to the end, your piece isn't so small that it's just like jumping around everywhere. So right here you can tell I'm taking more time in between each blow. This end was the end that was closer to the ground when the tree was standing upright. So this end was even harder than the other end. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, why does this feel so much different? I mean, it felt like I was like, I don't know, swinging in the concrete. That's what it felt like. It was like really hard. The handle was vibrating. My handle hardly ever, I hardly ever feel any vibrations in that handle. But you know, I said I'm gonna try to keep going here. And I just, that one hurt. I remember that one hurting. And I looked at my hand like, ouch. And then I was like, okay, come on, you can get through this. Because I'm thinking to myself, you know, if I can just finish this notch, then surely I can, you know, get through it on the other side. But I'm telling you, every blow, just, it felt like I was going to break my hand. And if you notice, the wood on this end is a lot darker than the wood on the other end. I have no idea if that has anything to do with it or not. But well, it's not, maybe not a lot darker, but it is a little bit darker than the other notch that I've already cut. But it was just crazy. And I didn't see a knot in that spot. I thought maybe there was a knot in there, but it wasn't. It was just really, really tough. And with every swing, it was just getting more and more like, at one point I was like, I'm gonna break all my fingers off or something. But I was just like, oh, stop being a crybaby, just tough through it. But it was brutal. And at this point, I can tell I'm not swinging that hard because the axe is like barely biting in. But I'm not swinging that hard because my hands are also, in addition to the pain, my hands are starting to feel numb. So it's like, and now that I think about it, the vibrations, through the handle were making my forearms not feel as strong as usual. Right there, I was trying to see if that was a knot. It wasn't a knot. I was hoping it was a knot. I was trying to give it a reason for this to be as hard as it is, but no, there was no knot there. It was just really, really a hard piece. As a matter of fact, this piece, I still haven't split it. I have not split this piece on account of how hard it is. Like after I've already bucked it, I still haven't split it. It's laying out there, and I just look at it and move on to something else. So, but I am gonna split it. I'm dreading it. But what I found with this particular wood is, this is cherry bark oak, which is it's very similar to red oak, and I just find when it's a little drier, it tends to split better. Fibers don't. But this tree had been down for 2 years. I figured it would be drier than it was, but it wasn't. In the middle, it was still, you could like touch the wood and feel the moisture in it. So I mean, it takes a while for this stuff to dry out. I guess if the tree's whole still has bark on it, it's not going to dry out as fast as if it was, say split or already cut into boards or something. So I didn't really finish that notch as cleanly as I wanted, but I was thinking to myself, I should just really I'm gonna go to the other side. And so I roll the log over and reposition my my pieces behind it, and I'll admit I was feeling kind of bummed, because I just had pictured myself just whizzing right through this one, like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. But it didn't work out as smoothly as possible. And see, that's just bark. Bark is easy to cut through, and I'm just like, I'm swinging like a 3-year-old right now. My hands were hurting, but I was like, I'm gonna finish this. Yeah, then I think right about here it kicked in, like, yeah, no, you're not gonna finish this. But I kept swinging for a good measure, I said to myself, if I get a couple of good chips out of this one, then I'll stop. I'll admit I'm addicted to seeing chips fly, especially when they hit the camera. I like it when they hit the camera. And then right here I was like, no, I'm not going to finish. My hands aren't going to make it. I also was getting like blisters in weird places that I never get blisters on my hands. And I think at the end of this day, I had 2 brand new blood blisters in spots that I'd never gotten blisters before. So, yeah. I'll take a few more blows here and then I end up just calling it quits. But, I was like, oh, I can get that chip out, right? I'll get that one out, right? Oh, my hands hurt. Then I was like, never mind. So, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm still going strong. And, thanks for all the support. See you guys later.